Democrats are blaming producers of goods for high prices as rising inflation drags down President Joe Biden's approval ratings and threatens the party's prospects in this midterm election year. For most of Biden's first year, the messaging from the left was that inflation was transitory. It's no big deal, a little bit. Everybody would be back to normal in just a little while, right? They were wrong. According to information released today by the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, inflation's up 7% over this same time a year ago, which is the highest increase since June of 1982. The Democrats continue to point fingers and play the blame game. Who are they going to throw under the bus next? Oh, I've got thoughts in the Buck Brief. So let's just have a little thought experiment, shall we, for a moment here. If you were trying to create a circumstance where there would certainly be inflation in the U.S. economy, imagine deciding that for the first time ever, you were going to have shutdowns of whole sectors of the U.S. economy, and you're going to tell people, you stay home, we're just going to send you money. And you were going to do this to the tune of trillions and trillions of dollars of additional spending above and beyond the federal budget for the year, right? Imagine doing that and then being all surprised when suddenly, because there's so much more cash infused into the economy, you've just been printing it, putting it out there, suddenly you have inflation. Oh my gosh. That is basically what has been done. And the Biden administration, of course, has made it much, much worse. They passed a $1.9 trillion emergency spending bill earlier this year, as if that was necessary. And by the way, now we're being told they have to spend trillions and trillions more in the Build Back Better plan. This is just crazy. Look, the biggest driver of the high inflation numbers, if you're going to break it down into areas, into sectors, has been energy costs, which are up more than 30%. Ouch! Year over year. This map highlights the national average in gas prices, breaks down how much the cost averages per state. Many people are feeling real pain at the pump, especially those in the rural parts of the country who have long daily commutes. Gas prices, as a national average, are more than $1 higher than they were in December of last year. So one thing people definitely notice is that gas prices going way up, something they see, they feel. They understand. They're going, wait a second, I'm paying more for gas. What's going on here? This was all predictable. It's not surprising. In fact, it was predicted. But Biden and his cronies and the Democrat corporate media decided that they would go along with the narrative as long as possible because you have a really inept and buffoonish president in Joe Biden, who's too old for the job, not clear enough nor smart enough before he even wasn't clear enough to be in this role. And so they're going to do everything they can to prop him up, and that's what they have been doing. But just remember back in July of 2021, Biden told the American people not to worry about high inflation. Yeah, watch.
The vast majority of the experts, including Wall Street, are suggesting that it's highly unlikely that it's going to be long-term inflation that's going to get out of hand.
Those experts, notice how the Democrats always resort to just vague assertions of the experts. Who are these experts?